Good morning and welcome to Joy News Interactive with me, Benis Abu Bedu. Time now to have your views on the issues trending on social media and most topical ones as well. This is Joy News Interactive. So we're talking about Kennedy Agyapong today. He's still trending on Twitter on the hashtag Ken must apologize, and also a group called Concerned Women of Ghana. Well, they are protesting and asking Parliament to sanction the Asin Central Member of Parliament. And also, what do you think about when writing your status on social media, and what do you make of people who live their lives virtually on social media? We'll also be bringing you some pictures and videos to lighting up your day. Here's how to join the conversation. On Facebook, we are Joy News on TV. Same name will find us on Twitter and Instagram. Alternatively, you can send us a WhatsApp message on the number 0560 800,000 0560 800 000. Let's start with hashtag Ken must apologize. Now, it appears the statement made by Kennedy Agyapong, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, about the EC chairperson, and most people have considered that statement to be sexist, suggesting that she got her position by giving out some sexual offers. Now, remember that a lot of activists asked him to retract and apologize. A demonstration was held in the Eastern region against him and his party, while the New Patriotic Party was asked to condemn his comments. Though the party is yet to do that, it says it won't condone such statements in future. But here in Accra, a group called Concerned Women are demonstrating and are asking Parliament to sanction the lawmaker. Let's go live and speak to my colleague Jennifer Ekwamwa. She's over there and she's been interacting with some of the ladies to find out from them why they're demonstrating and why did they wait till now. But we'll bring you that shortly. There's a little video that we put up on Facebook. You can get onto a page and see, or onto a page and see that. And a lot of you have been commenting about it. It's just a short video that shows the woman chanting that, well, they're not excited about the comments made by the Member of Parliament. So let's get onto Facebook. And Felix Kofi Ejapon says, how can you be laughing and say your eye red? Okay, so actually I'm sure he's saying that because the song that we're singing is Yenya Breko, and well, he says hashtag waste of time. Wisdom Kwesi Asimenu says it's a needless and reckless protest. That's what he thinks. And Kelvin Ewa says concerned women, but their total membership is not up to 30. He thinks they're just making noise, and he says money is included, money induced, group of noise makers. So before we continue with the comment here on Facebook, let's get on to Twitter because we put together some tweets about this particular event.
Well, on Twitter trends today, hashtag Ken must apologize is trending. This is coming from Israel Bansa. He says, sometimes it's just good to put away the pride and say sorry. Hashtag Ken must apologize. This is also coming from at @A_B_answer. And she says, what an abusive statement. Women always have to go the extra mile to prove themselves worthy. Hashtag ridiculous. Hashtag Ken must apologize. Also says hashtag Ken must apologize, not at Ghana NPP, not at N Akufo-Addo. Ken said it. Ken should be the one to render an apology to all women. Let's move on and read this tweet from Footprint TV. Hashtag Ken must apologize. Luke 17 verses 3, that's a scripture text they are quoting for you. It says, watch yourselves. If your brother sins, rebuke him, and if he repents, forgive him. Bills Wale, and saying hashtag Ken must apologize. Apologize saying, Ghana pa. shaking my head. This coming from KIM, and she says, for what reasons Ghanaians have a problem? Oh, Ken won't apologize today nor tomorrow. You can go and swim in the sea. There's also another tweet which says, if you abuse women, you abuse our moms, sisters, and daughters. Hashtag Ken must apologize. I've been privy to the EC boss's CV. She has worked for her worth. As for this one, the hashtag Ken must apologize. And this tweet is from K. Dot. He says, this isn't about politics. All the years of school and to be told you are where you are because of sexual favors. Hashtag Ken must apologize. And lastly, for our Twitter trends today, the person says, like women can be successful through hard work and intelligence again. Hashtag Ken must apologize. So this has been the Twitter trends for today with the hashtag Ken must apologize.
So for those of you who thought the issue had died down, well, hashtag Ken must apologize is alive and active. And so let's get onto the phone lines that my colleague Jennifer Kwama is with the ladies who are demonstrating, and we're just finding out from her what exactly they are asking for. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer.
Yeah, hi, Dennis.
Yes, you've been speaking to some of these ladies who are protesting and, well, they hope to petition Parliament to sanction Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. What have they been saying?
Okay, the women, from what they've been singing and chanting and from their placards, one can obviously see that they are very displeased with the comments made by Kennedy Agyapong concerning Madam Charlotte Osei, the EC chairperson. According to them, they are displeased by the comments, and they're also waiting for him to either apologize or for the NCC to come out directly to chastise him. And right now we're at the Accra Sports Stadium, and from there they'll move to Parliament to formally petition Parliament as well to register their displeasure and ask them to offer some form of punishment against the acting Central MP.
Okay, so when they say punishment, what exactly are they looking out for? Has anybody been telling you?
Sorry, Bennett, one more time.
When they say punishment, have they been telling you what they expect from Parliament? I mean, specifically.
No, they haven't specified exactly what they are looking for, but they are hoping that Parliament will use a legislative instrument or one of their regulations within the House to chastise their member.
All right, thank you so much, Jennifer. Jennifer Kwamo is my colleague, and she's at the Accra Sports Stadium, where a group of women are converging to protest their displeasure about the comments made by Honorable Kennedy Agyapong about the EC chairperson. A lot of your comments here on WhatsApp. This one says, this is an absolute attack on the integrity of our feminine counterparts, and Ken should have tamed his tongue. And this is from Yakubu Ibn Chambas in Wale. And this one said, Ken is noted for his notoriety for spewing, well, you think that he likes to talk about a lot of scandalous things. And, well, you didn't add your name and location to that message. This one says, Ken must apologize. Will he be happy if the same is said to his wife or mother? Says this from Bashiru. And Kobe from Asankregwa says, the honorable man probably didn't speak well, but that should also tell us to do things right, because failing to put things in order sometimes allows people to read meanings into what we do. A lot of your comments coming in. Zachariah from Savalugu says, these women should find something better and more productive rather than wasting their time on this issue. I don't see anything wrong. Well, you don't see anything wrong with Ken's statement, but a lot of people have. And he says this protest is needless. And this is asking, so what if Ken has any evidence to back his claims? Are we still going to say he must apologize? And, well, he says, remember, his attack was on a specific person, not on all women. And you're adding that Ghanaians must stop being hypocrites. And this is from Premier Ohene Patrick. Okay, well, the women are protesting because they feel that if we allow this to go, many women may suffer again. And this one says, it's from Christian. Good morning to you, to Christian. Binta says, these women should give us a break. Apologize for what? So both on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and on Twitter, a lot of people don't seem to agree with the hashtag Ken must apologize. But let's take a few of your Facebook comments, then we can move on to other issues. And this one says, well, their paid masters are happy. You're thinking someone paid them to do this. Charity Asan says they don't even understand what the EC is doing, prompting some individuals to make certain comments. I wonder who fed these, well, women. Jerry Williams thinks, well, he doesn't agree with what's happening today. And Titus Wonesmo says, what are you doing? Are you justifying EC's wrongdoing? Well, he's asking them to go home and do their job. I'm not sure Titus understands the motive for this protest, because it doesn't have to do with anything particular relating to the work of the EC, but an attack on the EC chairperson. Nicholas says, see, okay, well, obviously you would expect that people would read political meanings into everything. And this one says, I think it's better if they forgot about this issue. You're watching Joy News Interactive with me, Benes Abu Baid. We'll take a quick break, but when we come back, we're talking about WhatsApp, you're talking about Facebook and social media. Sometimes you're just so tired of seeing people live their lives on WhatsApp and social media. We'll be back to discuss that. Please don't go away. Thanks for staying with me on Joy News Interactive. Now let's talk about social media and how sometimes you're just wondering why people do what they do. But hey, they're entitled to whatever they choose to do. But just imagine this. I don't know if you've been through it before. Pipim, I'm going to the bathroom. Pipim, I'm going out to see the movies with my friends. Pipim, I just came home from the movies. Pipim, I'm going to sleep. And when they wake up, it starts again. Your phone is buzzing, and that's how people live their lives. But before that, we've been finding out from some of you what informs your social media status. Sometimes you get onto Facebook, you get onto WhatsApp, and you're wondering why people are writing what they're writing as their status. But Joel, your boss, says, I think Facebook asks what's on your mind, so we share whatever is on our mind, which we think wouldn't be bad sharing with colleagues. Sometimes I check in, especially when I'm traveling, at least for my family to know where I've got to go. Okay. And Kofi Tinkrang says, is WhatsApp social media? Really, Kofi? Okay, that's a reply to that. But Citizen General says this is what influences his WhatsApp or social media status. He thinks to educate my friends, entertain them, and to release stress sometimes due to loneliness. And Edwin says his thoughts at the moment. So whatever he's thinking at that moment is what will be his WhatsApp or Facebook status. And Sally for one hat says mine is about trending issues. And Kweku says happenings around or life experiences. And Kojo Piowari says the issues that happen around him. Okay. Well, a lot of you are still commenting on that particular protest at the Accra Sports Stadium, where a group of women are protesting some comments made by Honorable Kennedy Agyapong against the EC chairperson. We've moved away from that. But a colleague of mine went out to find out for some people what they make of people who live their lives on social media.
When you wake up in the morning, how you feel tells how your day goes. Okay, so maybe how you're feeling at the moment, and that's what you write out there.
Right. What about you, sir?
I have friends on WhatsApp, on social media, so whatever I put up there is to inform them about how I feel. That's all.
I think what goes on around me is what informs my status.
So, do you think it's okay for anybody to stand up at all and write anything on social media, and when you follow it, you know whatever is going on in the person's life?
Actually, I think it's not very cool, okay? Because sometimes I can wake up in the morning and I check maybe Facebook and you see people write, and don't worry, God is good. Like, then the person is trying to tell you that this morning maybe I'm going through some hardship. Like, you're able to dictate what is going on. Like, and I think it's not very okay, because like you're not supposed to even sell yourself out there.
Whatever you put up there, your friends will read, people will read, so you have to think of it and make sure it's very good for others to read before you put it up there.
Indeed.
If it's not negative and it talks positively about you, have to put it there.
I think it's not really okay because it really exposes you a lot about your personal life, everything that goes on in your life. So it's not okay.
I have this belief, okay, when everybody watches you, like right from where you begin to where you get to, they don't really see it as something extraordinary. But when you're all there, and maybe the last time you posted a picture was in 2002, and the next time they are seeing you maybe 2012, and by then you're a minister or anything, they're like, why, where did she start from, like, and all that. It's quite blooming. Than you keep updating them. Today I'm going to the ministries, okay, tomorrow I'm going for an interview here, and all that. They're like, oh, after all, I knew all her rundown and where she has gotten to now. Like,
but do you know some stars do that? They tell you what is going on in their lives, and you know what is going on. If they don't tell you, you don't know what is going on. So about that, do you think it's okay? They're also talking about their personal lives.
okay, actually, because they know they are stars, and they want to have a lot of people to like them more and more. You know, as they are going higher, they need more crowd and all that to follow them and all that. So they just decided to post all this stuff. But I think it's not okay. I so don't agree with that.
It's okay for me because everybody wants to be popular. So if you put up your information over there, everybody reads it, it makes you popular.
I don't think it's really cool. Sometimes it really exposes them to their personal life, into details. So it's not really cool. Sometimes they can show certain things, but not everything.
And like, it's just bad. Like, every minute, every second, like, they keep updating their snap, just let you know where they. It's very risky. That's one thing I know. Someone can just track you down.
Well, there you have it, a group of people sharing their opinion about whether or not it's okay for people to live their lives on social media virtually. But I think we should be more careful about that, because I've read a couple of stories about people who were, either robbed or killed or stalked because every minute they're putting an update where they are, what they're doing, what they're eating. Snapchat has made it even worse. People can just Snapchat the whole time, telling you everything about themselves. But some of you have been commenting on WhatsApp here. Someone says sometimes it's just the fun of it. But I think we should be mindful of how much we put out on social media. And well, he thinks that Mark Zuckerberg is making money out of us. This is Yakubu Ibn Chambers. Thank you for your comment. This one says he thinks that people who do that on social media have nothing productive doing. And this one says it's not right for people to post everything that goes on in their life on social media. It exposes every part of their personal lives, which in his view is not right. Okay, sorry, which in her view. This is Rosina from Kaswa. And this one says, I appreciate life on social media for the fact that we get a lot of experience to adjust ours for a better life, but sometimes limiting ourselves is important. This is Ali Baba in Pusiga. And someone is actually quoting some research. It says social media, according to research, is a stress killer when used very well. Yakubu, where are you getting your scientific research, even if it is from? This one says, well, many of you want to talk about the EC chairperson and hashtag Kennedy must apologize. Okay, let's do that. The voice of the people. This one says, this woman should give us a break and rather talk to the EC chairperson. So you want the women to give you a break and to listen to the majority, because she doesn't heed anybody. And this is from Ampuma in Hohoi. This one says Ken should not apologize. It might be true, and he says we know the type of leadership we have in Ghana. And this one says, if you chase a toad in the daytime, it can lead you to a snake. If these demonstrations persist and Kennedy is pushed to the wall, I fear we can see trouble, well, in Mrs. Osei's life. And, well, Adam in Hohoi thinks that Kennedy has some information, and so we shouldn't push him, or else you'll be tempted to give it out. And this one says, if you can actually monitor and evaluate those who are into research, then it should be given to them. I'm sure you're commenting on the book and research allowance. We're not discussing that on Trodies Interactive today. Zachariah from Savelugu says, I like WhatsApp, but I always block people who send me too many messages. Okay, so there you have it. People telling us how they feel about people who update their lives on social media every other minute.